welcome into Sunday shenanigans. Wow, it's been a while since I've been able to say that because the schedule has been all over the place. And it is Leagues Cup shenanigans. We are here. The round of 32 just finished up. There was a lot of heartbreak. There was a lot of fun. There was just a lot of upsets. It was a crazy, crazy knockout round to begin with. Leagues Cup, say what you will, like it or not, it is what it is. It's the football that we have in front of us. And dang it, we're going to watch it. We're going to be at the games. It is what it is. With me, as always, Alex ATG. So rare to break down all the games that we missed. And hey, we'll even take a little peek at the sweet, sweet 16 coming up. And yeah, we'll go from there. So, Alex, how are you, bud?
Hey, my bracket's still alive. My team's still in. That's all that matters. Tigres is still in. I had LA Galaxy going far, but that's fine. I think we'll go. I'll pull up my bracket. I don't know if you want to do that too. We'll go over our brackets because
yeah. We can do that too. That'll be fun.
Yeah. As much as people hate Leagues Cup and it's negative towards how fun Open Cup can be, when it's happening, it's super entertaining. So I can't complain. But don't go to it. So then the ticket sales aren't a problem. Just watch it from home. It comes with
politics aside, right? Politics aside. You speak with your money, but at the end of the day, some of these games are incredibly fun. Liga MX matches versus MLS, they're always a good time. And like, hey, that's all we want, right? We're here for a good time. We want to use our so rare cards to have some fun and watch some crazy games and have some crazy sweats. Shout out to Miguel in here. 160 till Messi 1K. That's right. We are slowly on our way to 1,000 subscribers on the YouTubes, and we will be giving away a limited Messi card when we do so. So shout out to you guys. And Red or Dead, what is up? Happy you are here.
Let's Subscribe.
Yes. Tell all your friends, tell your grandma, make it a YouTube account for your dog, all those fun things, boost those numbers up, and one of you will be getting Messi. But since you brought it up, do you have the bracket pulled up already?
No, I can't.
And then we can look at it and let us know in the comments too, as right before we go through these next games. Let us know what your favorite game of the round of 32 was. Anything you watched? Do you have any sweats going on? There's still I guess there's one more game. It's Seattle and Pumas, which is technically the round of 16, but it's in this game week. So, hey, the sweat is not over. Oh, no. Your Orlando stack crashed and burned. That is my fault. I ran an Orlando stack. I should have known better. The entire time I didn't run one. We smashed, and then as soon as I ran one out, you see what happens. So
you went to the game. That's the problem.
That is another thing. I was literally thinking that. I was like, I shouldn't have gone to the game. I shouldn't have gone. I was missing them. I wasn't going, and we were smashing, and then I went, and we bowed out.
Oh, God. No, my bracket's horrible.
Oh, I can't wait to bring this up. And MX, what is up? Twitch isn't working. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh, oops. All right, we'll look into that. But hey, I'm glad you're here on the YouTube side anyway. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Let's go, Messi 1K. But Alex, let's bring up that bracket. Let's get into a little bit of the round and let's hop into these games.
Yeah, so...
What do we got?
Yeah, I'm not looking great. So I had Houston in the semifinals.
I had them going too.
I had them upsetting Toluca. Just because I thought that Toluca didn't look incredible against us. And when a team doesn't look incredible against us, I don't have much faith in them. I had LA Galaxy going to the final. That didn't work out.
Ooh, yikes, that hurts.
Vancouver going through. I don't know why. I sort of rode the MLS being good wave a little bit. This part's fine. Yeah, this is going to be perfect. I'm not worried about
You rode the Liga MX doesn't care about Leagues Cup train?
A little bit too hard, yeah. But then I should have rode it here with San Jose. Most of it's fine. I think I went like 50-50, which I'm not incredibly mad at. LA Galaxy being out kind of sucks, but Tigres is still in. That's all that matters. They're my champions. I still think that if this matchup happens right here, is going to be absolutely incredible and must watch. Rematch again. If you don't remember, they went to penalties whenever they played each other in Mexico too, and Columbus won. Shout out Patrick Schulte. Who should be back for the next game, by the way, for anybody who has.
Talking about that killed me this weekend, too.
Yeah, I think that got announced, though. It got announced that Schulte was going to. Yes, at least on Deeks, on Sorare Inside, that was up there, that it was a thing. And then I didn't play Hagen. I took out Schulte, but I didn't put in Hagen. And so I missed out on a clean sheet, but it's fine. It's going to be some interesting runs here. Again, called this. Duncan Disorderly tried to say, "Oh, you're not picking Orlando." This is why POV exists.
We should have won, man. We should have won.
Exactly. We should have had the Sits battle in the next round, but it's fine. And then we bowed out very gracefully in Columbus. Yeah, we let Chambeau score on his I don't know how to say, like, competitive debut for Columbus, because he scored in that Aston Villa friendly, but then scored against us too, and he got up like 73 in like 20 minutes. So. Oof. That's pretty huge for any Shumbost owners. But yeah, should be interesting. America made it through. That was a really good game. Mexican crowds are so much better, like fan bases.
And on the West Coast on top of that.
There's so much more hype. They had like a full wall of people in. I think it was San Diego, right where the new
Yeah, was it the Snapdragon or something?
where the San Diego State plays, and San Diego, the MLS team will play next year. Yeah, they were hype. So that was really cool to see. But yeah, hopefully, we got a good round of 16. Let's see if I can pull up the actual bracket. I'll just go Leagues Cup bracket over here.
I have it right here.
Oh, you do? Perfect.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah. So we have real quick before we go over the games, we have America and St. Louis, which somehow St. Louis, baby, they are making it happen. I didn't have this one on my bingo card. Yeah, Toluca getting it done. Kind of heartbreaking for Houston in that one. Colorado. That was a game apparently, and like I didn't watch much because I was at the game, but apparently this Colorado Juarez game was actually really fun. Shout out to Colorado. We have Seattle going through over LA, which smashed them early. What the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah, LAFC San Jose. Rest in peace, San Jose. Columbus, Miami. Don Garber's wet dream.
Oof.
Tigres NYCFC should be a fun one. It should be really interesting. We'll learn a lot about NYCFC in that game. Cruz Azul Mazatlan's going to be boring as heck. Another 0-0 straight to penalties. And Cincinnati Philly should have some fireworks.
Yeah, there should be a lot of fun games in here. I'm seeing that America looks like they're going to be playing back at Snapdragon based on that time. That would have been cool. I would have gone to that game.
They're hosting till the final, I think. Like they have hub hosting privileges like almost the whole way.
That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, the standout games for me got to be, Miami Columbus. That'll be, last time ever it was when Columbus was had that hot streak and then Miami killed them at in Miami. This is in Columbus, I believe.
I think so.
I think because they had hosting priority because they got the bye. I would assume that it's at home again.
I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah.
Here, let me check my lineup builder. I was just there. Yeah, it's home. It's home.
But shout out Brew Baker Daniel in the chat. What it do, baby?
You had a huge week.
Welcome.
I don't know if you saw that. Won a lot of good rewards. Shout out Daniel.
I did see that you were sweating a podium there for a little bit. So congratulations to you, man. That is incredible.
Sorare doesn't let us get podiums anymore. It's not a thing.
So. Yeah. None of the rest of challengers back and the rest of Europe's back. It's a little hard. What do you think about Inter Miami's chances? Do you think they have what it takes?
I mean, they looked really good against Toronto, and then again, it's Toronto, so anybody can look good. But I don't think they win again. I think Columbus is too good now. But we said that last time, and Miami won.
It's true.
Alba looked incredible. I had him in my lineup, and he popped an 80 with 4 assists. Make sense.
Yeah, you were sweating that.
Yeah, that it ended up being decent. I got a nice tier 1, decent tier 1 reward. It was like better than everybody 5 above me and 5 below me, so I'm happy with that. Content creator luck is a thing. Sorry.
Let's go.
But yeah, I think Miami. I don't know. I think like maybe 3-1, 3-2 Columbus.
Yeah, I think it'll be close. I think you're right on. Where Miami, like they're showing flashes, like they're fun, they're scrappy. But Columbus is, dude, they're solid, man. So getting them over the hump is going to be hard, especially without Messi. But there is a non-zero chance that Miami somehow pulls it off, but it's very, very unlikely. And all the European collections are back. Congratulations to all of you.
There you go.
And yes, Miguel, after this midweek is where all Cap and All Star are gone, right?
Yep. So everybody enter everything you got. It's time. 2 All-Star lineups and bunch of money. Go for the top threshold to Cap 240 just cause. Why not?
I did that this weekend. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, screw it. I'm going big. It didn't hit. A few DMPs and a few benches later. And,
so
yikes.
500 game weeks in, one more game week of Cap, and then we go straight over to competition game weeks. And guess what? There's nowhere to put our Leagues Cup cards besides I believe Cap 250.
Whatever special they give us, basically.
It's Cap 250 in U23 and maybe one more. Let me see. Is the jersey special still a thing?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Let's check. August 16th.
I almost podiumed the jersey special after Friday night, and I was stoked. And then I realized that there was still like 60% of games to be played, and I was like, well, that was fun while it lasted.
You know what's so stupid is I have the La Liga lineup ready to go. Girona plays Thursday, so they don't match up with everybody else I have. So I got to split them up, and I don't even get to play La Liga this weekend. But it's fine. Challenger, Contender, U23. Is that it? Yep, so Cap 250. We got 3 lineups in Cap 250. Load them up. There are already 3,700 lineups in there.
Oh, I can't wait to not be able to play my smashers because they don't fit under the stupid cap.
And
Oh, I
training,
can't wait
don't
for that.
forget.
Mm.
But if you guys are in Challenger at all, it gets a little easier with no Belgian League
Oh, that's
cards.
true. That's true.
Although, PSV stacks will probably get top 200 places.
Mm.
201, that's going to be you.
Exactly. When Challenger. Justice for Challenger.
Never.
It should be, what is it, the last weekend of this month, right?
Yeah,
I
that's
think
when we
it's
come back. 28th,
August 30. Yeah, the 28th through the
31st.
31st.
Yeah.
So whatever game week that is for Sorare is when we should be back.
And
Flying
guess what?
colors back in Challenger.
Sporting plays Open Cup the week before, the midweek before, so our lineups are going to be cooked. So I don't know who to play. So
Ooh, and you know who you guys host that first game back?
is it Orlando? It is. Yeah.
Yeah,
That should
buddy.
be not good.
Orlando's going to the Midwest and putting in some pain while you guys rotate for the Open Cup. Thank you.
Now you guys are bad.
Thank you for the 3 points.
Now you guys are bad though. You lost.
We're not bad. We just missed a few open chances in front of net. That's
who was
all.
it that missed the penalty? Janssen. Janssen missed the first one.
Yeah, Janssen missed the first, or Janssen, just missed, and then Dagger Dan got his saved.
That was a good save too.
Yeah, it was a really good save.
I feel bad for Dagger Dan. Their keeper reminded me of Nahuel with his shenanigans a little bit, but he'll never be Nahuel. So
no.
We need Tigres to stay in.
But yeah, you hate when it gets split up. Even these Leagues Cup, some of these Leagues Cup matches, like early, it got split up, like it was all over the place, and it was not fun.
Double game week for Seattle guys.
Yeah, that is very true.
Doesn't matter though, because then you're not going to win anything probably. I have Fry in this one though. It's probably not going to hit. It's fine.
I'm so scared of that Fry rotation. I
have it with this with the Calvo 3 because you got to go air led,
and then I got a rotation and
yeah. Shout out! I'm Challenger's back. I'm putting up 358 and not even grazing even close to reward.
Oh,
you love to see
more
it.
PSV dudes, bro.
Basically.
No, sorry, too soon. I'm sorry. Ahmed, welcome in. Good night. All right, let's get into these games. We've shenaniganed enough. Let's get into these round of 32 games. Go over what we missed and see if there's anything we can scoop up. Anybody's in hot form. Scoop up everybody because it's all dirt cheap. So we're killed the markets. R.I.P. R.I.P. All right, let's go ahead and get this one out of the way. Gross. New England versus Nashville. I forgot this game even happened.
Funny. Yeah, I got back. I don't think it might have been from the Chelsea game that I was at. This was like they went to pens and it didn't matter because the group was already decided. So at the end, I let me look at the roster. It was.
Yeah.
Was it
pointless
Muyl?
penalty shootouts? I love it.
It might have been Muyl. It might have been Lovitz. I think it was Lovitz. He literally just soared it wide, and it was like not even close. It was so obvious that he was like, "Yeah, let's just get out of here. Like no one cares about this."
Yeah.
And then so I believe New England won the shootout. And it didn't matter because Nashville was already eliminated. So
yeah, it literally didn't matter. Nashville just continues to be bad. Like all they had to do was go out and win this game against a New England that is playing their kids. Paniatu continues to be awesome.
That was sick. I did see that.
Dude, he is incredible. It's just you can't really trust his playing time, or else like scooping one would be a lot of fun. But it just hasn't happened. And yeah, this game was just weird. Rest in peace, Nashville. New England made it through somehow. And yeah, that's basically what happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Orlando should have gone up the first 10 minutes. Like, just terrible. Daniel, I know there isn't a lot of teams left for game week, and it's not as bad as people think, but it's the fact that you have to play them in a cap mode, where if you're playing MLS seriously, like, you can't put all your smashers in one lineup because it just won't fit under the cap. And that's the issue, because you're not building the teams you really want to build because of some restraints that really are just, like, fun sometimes, but shouldn't be the only place to play, if that makes sense. At least that's the way in my head. That's the frustration for me. I don't know about you, Alex.
Yeah, it sucks. It does.
Yeah, it's just annoying. That's all. Like having to put in all my lineups this past weekend, like cap 240, cap 270, just like it's just like takes the fun out of it. So I'm like, okay, well I can play Rusnak, and then I can play Rothrock in hopes that he subs in and does something off the bench. Like you just can't. Like it's just like Rivals, the same thing with like the stupid low caps. You just can't play the fun lineups all the time. So
exactly,
it is what it is. But it is what it is, right? We're over it. It is what it is. We love this game. We're still here. We're still playing it anyway. So that's what matters. That's what they care about. Dear Lord. Let's go. Moving on here. Oh, and Red or Dead DJ into a St. Pauli collection already. Let's go.
Huge.
LAFC doing what they thought. Austin won the group. They surprised everybody. They knocked out 2 Liga MX teams to top their group. And guess what? They got rewarded by going away to LAFC.
Yep.
Leagues Cup, baby.
Shout out
This,
the man, Hugo Lloris, though.
yo, massive game from them. The French national team is just they're running hot. Freaking Giroud was in the stands with Will Ferrell. It was incredible scenes. And yeah, Bouanga just
And looks like Griezmann is not going to be there this
uh,
second half of the season. Looks like he's going to stay. He's with Atletico for preseason, so it doesn't seem like he's going to be headed over here. But it's fine because then we don't have to worry about LAFC literally just being the new Inter Miami. But yeah,
but it's coming. It's coming.
I was happy with this. I ran. We're talking about midweek game week from last week when we're talking about these games.
But it's still around a 32.
Yeah, I ran Bouanga, Bogusz, and Lloris in a lineup that I ended up getting that tier 1 with. So I was very happy with this game.
Huge.
It was entertaining, very entertaining.
Yeah.
And it looks like Hollingshead has played his way out of the starting lineup somehow without really being that bad. Just
he hasn't really been in the rotation, huh? Like I haven't been comfortable with running him out for weeks now.
Yeah, so it looks like he's not going to be a guaranteed starter anymore. Palencia should be guaranteed now at that right back spot. There's no really competition for him.
Yeah, well, I think it's also because Omar Campos has kind of been in hot form too, huh?
Yep.
Like I know he wasn't cracking the lineup, and all of a sudden, like he's pretty locked in right now.
Yep. I'm telling you, they got to stick with that 3-back or 5-back, whatever you want to call it, 3-back or 5-back. It works really well. They need to stick with that, and especially with again, Chanot starting is a 60+ guaranteed every time, but he doesn't start every time, so it kind of sucks.
Which sucks.
But Maria looked like he was about to get an assist. He was charging up as if he was like an attacking mid for the last like 10 minutes trying to get an assist or a goal. So that's good. Maybe Maria's a nice play if you guys are trying to pair someone with Lloris if you want to stack. I'm split stacking, which is what I do a lot of the time. So I have same thing again, Bouanga, Bogusz, Lloris. But yeah, if you guys are going to run a full LAFC stack, I think Maria's the guy to go to with defense. So then you don't have to worry about any Hollingshead shenanigans.
Yeah, or even Aaron Long, man. He's still putting up some decent scores. Maybe not this one, but he's still kind of peeking a little bit. Here we go. There's an LAFC stack. Where would you play it? Would you play an All Star or Cap 270?
I go All Star. There's more chance of getting a reward. Now it's harder to get up high, but
yeah,
you're giving yourself a better chance of just scoring and getting a reward. A lot more cards to get. So I'm going All Star personally. If it fits in Cap 240, play Cap 240, but it probably won't. So I'd go All Star. And if you have like extra guys that you aren't using, then build a nice little Cap 270. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that because I noticed this weekend that because a lot of the leagues are finally back and there's a lot of teams back, the prize pools are way more juice than they have been the last couple of weeks through the summer, and you can sneak your way into a tier 3, maybe a high tier 4, pretty easily with a low score just because there's so many rewards in that pool.
Yep.
Not
for long.
Hey, yeah, not for long, but hey, maybe Sorare's like, hey, this is the last hurrah, and they just juice the crap out of them and really kind of just pump out some nice rewards. So hey, we might get lucky for getting in there. And yeah, Daniel, anything is bad. It's low. It is you just got to trade minimum for minimum with players that have the chance to rise. Kind of before we hop off this game, I did want to bring up recently picked one up for $1 this week. A little Danny Pereira limited over here in Austin. I know Austin's had a good run. I know it's Leagues Cup. Bongi fooled us last year with this, right? But this goes beyond. This goes beyond Leagues Cup, all right? Because ever since he came back from Copa, he was gone to Copa. Didn't really do much, but he's been kind of all right for Austin, right? There's something there. And if you look historically before that, like he was always smashing. And this was bad Austin. This was early in the season, bad Austin. But Danny Pereira was still making things happen. So if Austin somehow they brought in some pieces, we'll see what happens with the reinforcements they brought in. But if Austin goes on a little bit of a run at the end of the season, this Danny Pereira is looking mighty fine to me.
He's a little AA guy too. One of those little AA guys. He almost fits that bill that I like again with attacking midfielders and forwards with the 40-10. But yeah, he gets some nice scores popped in there.
And look out for his rare is like $15. His limited's like $1.
Yep.
Like in season 3-4. So
could be fun for sure.
Just a nice little player. I looked at those scores. I was like, ooh, you know what?
U23.
Yes, and he's super young too. So just a little shout out, just throwing it out there. See if anybody had any opinions on that. We got something that definitely caught my eye this weekend.
Cool pickup. I like it.
Yeah, let's go. All right, moving on to the RIP Vancouver Whitecaps and RIP Brian Whites. Pumas getting it done here. Oh, Vancouver. What are we going to do with Vancouver? Are things just going to turn around with Gald? Is it just Gald? Is that the
Yes,
problem?
it's exactly what it is. Also, Pico didn't have a good game, and he's
That's
been
true.
sort of their backbone since Gould's been hurt. So it would have been closer if Pico had a nice game. Gould holds this attack together like no other. Again, one of the best players in the league. My favorite non-SKC guy. He's incredible. So when you're missing that sort of guy, it's same thing with Cincy missing Lucho. Like you can tell there's a difference between how they
Yeah.
attack. But Cincy just has some better guys, better role players than Vancouver does. But then again, Pumas kind of got interesting group where they had to make it out in penalties against Monterrey.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
So yeah, they just a little bit pent up, probably frustration going up and say, why not just take it out on Vancouver?
Screw Canada.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know who they have now. Did we remember?
Pumas
Is it
had
LAFC? Not
Seattle.
LAFC.
Yeah, so
Oh,
Pumas will be in Seattle next. Tough game for them. Should be fun though. Should be a really
interesting.
fun matchup.
Yep.
And that's Monday night. So Monday night, we're tomorrow night actually.
Yep.
So nice little fun action on a Monday night, which should be fun. And it's past my bedtime, so I'll probably fall asleep halfway through. Let's go.
Late games for you. 9:30 over here. That's fine.
Yeah, 10:30 p.m. I'm already in bed. I'm turning on the game as I'm like, yeah, love it, love it, love it. And then like if there's like a really crazy goal, like it wakes me up every time. I love it.
Yeah.
Love that.
You'll wake up with like the the music they play whenever the game ends.
Oh, the little the weight screen. Yep.
Yeah,
Dude, I hear that song in my nightmares.
It's ingrained in your head.
It literally is. I fall asleep to it every weekend. It's awesome. But yeah, RIP the Whitecaps. Go pick up your Ryan Golds because he should be back by the time this Leagues Cup break is over. Wink, wink. So
Whoa,
I know.
allegedly.
I mean, allegedly, yeah, because I still don't have one yet. But as soon as I pick one up, that news will break.
Yeah, we're not sure yet. How about that? That's a good.
Yeah, there you go.
We don't know.
We're not. We don't know.
We don't know whether he wasn't. He totally wasn't on the bench for this game and didn't come in because they were already losing. That definitely wasn't what happened.
No, was he really on the bench?
Yeah, he definitely was on the bench.
Shit, I totally saw that. I totally on purposely didn't show that.
He did come off the bench though. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
He didn't. He didn't.
Exactly. Dude, let's talk about this crazy game though, which I don't think anybody saw coming. They probably thought this was just going to be a beatdown, but dear Lord, 4-3 Miami. Jordi Alba, 4 us. Who needs Messi?
Baller.
When you can get 4 assists and even feel bad for the other team and give them
somehow almost lost it. Also, like, yeah, 82.9 with 4 assists is like so hard to do.
Right.
Like you get points for playmaking. You have 4 assists and you still like, yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah, he went crazy with the attempted
and
assists.
He had 2 more attempted assists.
Exactly. So yeah, he was trying his best. He had a chance to even score a goal too. Like they didn't lay it off. He had a wide open net. They didn't lay it off. So he could have done even more. But yeah, that penalty conceded hurt for sure. That's the difference between me for a tier 1 and a star. But
it was a fun sweat though.
It's fine. It was fun. Insigne did well, 2 pens. Went the same way both times. Gallagher tried to trick him, didn't work. Busquets played really well. A lot of good passes. This Miami team's pretty good. Also, Wignet, shout out the rare 0 from a starting player.
The rare 0 from a starting player. And their new center back with the red card too. You love to see it.
This isn't good. Both their center backs are now injured or red carded.
Obvious.
Yeah. Cucho might get 4 goals next game.
Yo, Columbus is gonna run ramp. Who needs PSV when you have Cucho and the Columbus?
That's the closest thing. It's the closest thing.
That is
Columbus at home.
Thing. Yo, MX, we got you, bro. We got you. We're here for you. Jonesy in the chat. Good evening. It is going fantastic, especially now that you're here. And you're here, and so is Mike Baston.
Everybody's here.
We are doing a great time. I am just here hanging out with my friends, so everything is going great. And hey, yeah, this was an incredible game. It was a lot of fun. You don't hear me say that a lot about Inter Miami teams, but they were up like what 3-0 before it all like turned on its head.
We had the Road to Glory show, and it was us 2 and ZM Star. And then after the show ended, we literally just watched the first half, and it was like the most fun first half that's happened in a long time.
Every time you blink, there was another Miami goal.
Exactly. It was a really fun game, and that's how Miami's going to be. No defense, all vibes. So yeah,
look at that, 4 goals in 20 minutes in this game. If that tells you anything,
what was Suarez's score? I didn't actually look. Did he get AA? A little bit, yeah.
A little bit of AA.
He looked old in that game, dude. He looked so old.
Oh, he hasn't
Chugging.
really played in like a month.
They played a through ball over the top, and he was chugging, and I think he got beat to the ball by Shane O'Neill. I'm like, oh god, like
Yeah.
yeah, he's cooked.
When Shane O'Neal's making you look bad, there's a
Yeah.
problem.
If he doesn't, his contract's to the end of this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If he doesn't retire after this year, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
That's Miami, baby. And shout out to Derek Etienne, who quietly continues to be productive for this Toronto team.
Yeah.
We've all been trashing on his name for 3 or 4 years now, but all of a sudden,
He's
John
getting
Herdman, man.
decisive. He's
So
getting
oh,
decisive.
and Bernadeschi went out early in this game too, which was tough.
Foot pain. I don't.
Do we
Yeah.
do we have an update on that?
I could look it up, but I know that he took off his boot and then held his foot and then got subbed off.
Yeah, and then got
continued
subbed
to
off
hold his
immediately.
foot on the bench.
I don't really see anything as of right now, but that is just something to keep in mind.
You got time to recover. That helps.
Yeah, he got a couple weeks to recover, and it's gonna tank his price a little bit too. And that forward card is definitely fun to have because that AA is there. We just need the decisives to come back. That's all.
He's talented too. Watching him on the ball, very talented.
Yeah. If you actually watch Toronto, you just see him everywhere, trying to get involved with everything, trying to do everything you can to make it happen. Yeah, we just need those decisives back. Less red cards, more decisives, please. Poor favor.
And less foot injuries, please.
Yeah, and less foot injuries. Oh no, we'll talk about that Cincinnati, but Assad also killed me this weekend. See, every time I pick a guy up, it's just you know the run's gonna end when I pick one up.
What happened?
No, he just put up a stinker. That's all.
I mean, you can't those new smashers, like guys who are starting getting good scores.
Well, and Chidozie, their new center back, basically just gifted them the goal. We'll probably pull that up because that was another bad one. He pulled a Matt Miazga, and it was upsetting to say the least. Talk to me about this game though, because you are a little Tigres hype boy now.
Oh yes, big game.
Tigres getting the dub against Pachuca, and Pachuca just having a terrible Leagues Cup. Like they just didn't. If you want to talk about Liga MX teams not taking this competition seriously, you might as well throw Pachuca in there because they forgot they had to play some games.
Do you or do you not love to see it? It's incredible. One defender always goes for 80 plus. That happens literally every game. It's just deciding on who it's going to be. It's usually Aquino or Angulo, one of the two.
Right.
But yeah, although it says 1-0, this was basically all Tigres controlling the game basically the whole time.
Yeah.
Marcelo Flores and Ibanez came off the bench and scored like within 2 minutes of coming off connected.
I love Flores.
And Guzman clean sheet. Again, if you guys don't know, he will be the starter when he comes back from suspension. So this is the type of scores you guys are going to see from him. His first 2 games, he had 20 AA or 25 AA. He had a bunch of AA in the first 2 games, and then gets a clean sheet in the third. So yeah, again, this was a $400 card a year ago.
Yeah.
And all that's happened is he again shined the light in someone's face. He still has 2 years left at the club.
While already suspended.
He has 2 years left at the club. He's still going to be the starter when he's healthy. That shouldn't be a problem. Tapia is the secondary, and will come in whenever he retires. So
they're both great to have.
$45 if you got a contender lineup there, you're looking to build. That's what I did. Like he's an incredible buy. I feel. It's doesn't get better than that. Doesn't get better than
they're fully minted, and they ended last year a little weird, but they're starting to come back. They're looking good.
Yep. Had some injuries. Had no Guzman. Had a really crappy goalie in goal, Rodriguez. And
Brunetta was still trying to find his place. Like
still got player of the year last year. Don't know how, but and how it wasn't one of the Pachuca guys, but it's fine. Yeah. Next round, NYCFC. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck
looks
to them.
Really good. It'll be interesting because Tigres has only conceded 2 goals this tournament.
Yeah.
So their defense is locked in, and their attack is probably the most dangerous. Liga MX attack left, I want to say. Cruz Azul's good, but I don't think they're as dangerous as Tigres. Gignac, Brunetta.
Cruz Azul is defensively good. Offensively, it was bad.
Okay, if you want it, if you people watch Cruz Azul, Tigres is just Cruz Azul flipped. Like flip.
Yeah.
How good they are.
And you watch GG roll around on the floor a bunch. That's what you get with Cruz Azul.
Exactly. So yeah, Tigres, and then the possibility of them playing Columbus is like stack versus stack. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Run them both. That's what you do.
I
You
don't
just hedge your
attacking.
bets. One of them has to hit, right?
Yeah, not together, but I'll run separate lineups and
Yeah.
something will happen. Both in cap 250. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Tigres is great.
Yeah, Cruiser definitely won
Exactly.
no merchants for sure.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so was
GG
Orlando. So
GG head.
that's what happens when you get that.
It's a GG header and a POV 75 every game. That's what
Yeah.
happens.
And Uriel Antuna off the bench. Let's go.
Exactly.
I'm still holding on. Love him.
He'll start one day. Yeah,
One day he'll be good.
Tigres really good, and if you guys haven't watched a game, watch their game against NYCFC because you can see how good they are and why I think that they will win the tournament.
I wouldn't take it that far. I still don't think they beat Columbus, but
that's whoever comes out of that game is going to win the tournament based on form.
They still have America and LAFC on the other side, but that
Medica,
Final Four though is going to be sick.
America's defense looks shaky. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, dude,
Atlas's attack isn't great, and they were getting a lot of chances.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Watch out. And Galaxy's gone now. LAFC is probably the strongest team out of that side of the bracket.
You know, I'm so glad you brought up the Galaxy because I had it pulled up right here, ready to go. Because
rest in peace.
In 45 minutes, LA Galaxy was already down 3-0. What the heck? Like we knew their defense is bad. We know they're bad. We know their Achilles heel is the defense. But the Sounders to do this in 45 minutes? Whew. Dear Lord. What is this? What happened?
Yeah, this was like Seattle they had like 4 chances in the first half and they buried 3 of them. Like
offset pieces too, which is the worst part. They were all offset piece goals.
Shout out Yamar for that 100, Rusnak for that 85. Had them both in a lineup. I'm looking it up because I know that I didn't win a reward from that, and I don't know how. I think I may have captained. Oh, I captained Paintsill. That's why. I captained Paintsill in that lineup.
And he's the one that decided not to show up.
And then I had Nahuel in the lineup as well. So like I had a bunch of decisives, but sometimes it doesn't pay out.
I had Stephen Fry as my goalkeeper, and that didn't work. I also didn't have a lot of goalkeepers. I really had no choice. But I kind of ran out an LA Galaxy stack and a Seattle Sounders stack, and they both missed.
Yeah.
We love it here. I love it.
It'd be like that.
Oh, there you go, Kyrie Saint. Oh, bro, I know you're stoked. Look at that. We got Kyrie Saint.
Let's
go.
Rotloss, yeah.
We're officially a WWE podcast.
Yeah. All right, I'll do my SummerSlam review next episode.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. We have a little Yamar sweat for tomorrow night. Let's go.
Hopefully no shenanigans with John Bell, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a big game against Liga MX. Like, it's around a 16 at this point. And they should be running full. But yeah, unfortunate for the LA Galaxy. That's kind of a damper on things. But this is like one of those things where they kind of got embarrassed out of Leagues Cup when they're having a great season.
Yep.
But now they're going to get to sit. They're going to get to rest. They're going to get to train. And then finish off the season with a bang. Like this LA Galaxy going into the final stretch of the season could be nasty because they got to figure something on the defense, man. Like they're not going to make an MLS Cup run with a defense like this, and that's with Jalen Neal starting.
They got a little German there too coming over.
Oh, that's true. Is it official yet? Is it announced?
It's not announced, but we know.
Yeah, it's basically a given that Marco Royce will be joining this team.
Someone saw the in stadium screen. It had "Welcome Marco Royce" on it. They were doing his introduction video. Yeah, he's there.
Yeah, you know that photo shoot was happening. We know what that board is saying. But yeah, either way, even if he doesn't start, like I wouldn't say like, oh, go get your Marco Royce because he's gonna play in this team and he's gonna change it. But just having a quality player of his caliber in the locker room should do wonders for them. Period.
Yeah.
So maybe that does help them out. Maybe it helps them get their head right defensively, whatever it is. But yeah, RIP the LA Galaxy. That was rough. And good luck Seattle tomorrow. Good showing from Seattle.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because one would assume that maybe they put Paintsill up top and play him on the left for Royce. Because maybe push Puig back into midfield and play Royce at the attacking mid. We've seen Puig in the back before, but I don't know. I don't know if Royce is going to be a every game starter.
No, I don't think so either. No, and I like what you're saying too, because, and to be honest, I kind of just traded away my Joveljic because of that. And not to say that Jovic was bad before he got hurt, and he was doing great, and he was doing great pulling defenders, stretching the field for everybody else to like do work under him. But this Paintsil at the 9 up at top has been so good that I don't know how you change it. I don't
Yeah,
know how you like move it around at this point. Like you got to
they
keep running it out.
they pushed him to the wing and he played like shit in the second half. Like he's so good when he's up top because they can literally just ping balls to him and he'll either outrun everybody
Yeah.
or he'll play really good hold up play and make stuff happen. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Again, I think someone in the Discord, we said it last time, someone said Pooj might get rotated. That's not going to happen. Pooj is never going to get rotated. If they rotate Pooj, I would not trust LAFC.
He will
Or
not
LAFC.
get rotated, but Royce isn't going to take his minutes.
No, he's going to stay starting. They're going to, yeah. And Pooj doesn't really get rotated either when he's healthy. Like even in midweeks, he plays every game. He's like him and Gould are very similar in that fact.
Yeah.
There's like 5 players in the league that are elite. That it's like Cucho, Gould, Pooj, Lucho when he's healthy.
Yeah.
And who's the other dude from LAFC? Buanga. Those
Oh,
5
Blanca, yeah.
never
Oh,
rotate.
and Pedro Gallese.
Yeah, no, elite. I don't know about that. But those 5 never rotate ever when they're healthy. So
And those are the guys we want. Those are the guys we always want.
unless now that what's his name? I'm blanking. Lucho. Maybe he doesn't want to play anymore. He hasn't played. He's on the bench. He's healthy.
His toe is broken. He got a
Prove
broken
it.
toe.
Show the photo of his toe being broken, and I'll accept. I was like, okay,
listen, man. I will go fire up a feetfinder.com account right now. All right, we'll get to the bottom of this.
Lucho's making side money. Is that because he's not going to hit his bonuses because he's not playing? He's like, oh, this will work. Do this, bro.
Lord. All right. Anyway, dude. Speaking of, hey, Sorare Capital in the house, dropping by. Thanks to Sorare Jonesy. What a goat. What a legend.
There we go.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. I'm happy you're having fun, and hopefully we continue to deliver. But you know who else is delivering? The San Jose Earthquakes out of nowhere.
This is so insane.
They didn't even need Daniel. Daniel came in and instantly got rotated again for the greatest keeper in Major League Soccer, William Yarborough. Because guess what? 5-0 to Necaxa.
When Hernan Lopez mint. Like, he's actually good. They just got him from a transfer, and he's actually, like, pretty good.
This was the guy that they were banking their whole season on.
He's
like,
U23,
this was supposed to be the signing that changed their life.
And he's good.
San Jose's bad, but he's good.
He gets some good scores in there. Can we mint him?
Yeah, and that's what the bad San Jose team.
He looked really good this game. I did watch this game because I had Paradella for Nick Stick on. I'm like, all right, just 1 assist. Come on. You got it in your bag. Just 1 assist. He was the other guy that I had in my rare lineup. That's how it got cooked. But yeah, San Jose shocking. That's like insane.
This entire Leagues Cup run, like they are like the Nashville last Leagues Cup, where Nashville was just like, whatever, and then they went on this crazy run, and we were like, wait, what?
Yeah, this is
on the back of Jeremy Abobasi.
Super interesting. And I always saw it, but I finally bothered to Google up the thing that he wears around his neck. Like he has like. Yeah, I never realized what that was. It's for like his blood to like flow properly, I think.
Well, he had like a crazy, like scary neck injury, right? A few years ago.
Exactly.
And that's what it was?
Yeah. And so it's to have to do with the blood flow. I'm pretty sure. They just approved him using it like 2 years ago. So that's what it is. I finally looked that up for anybody that doesn't know.
Abobasi 4-3 though. I don't know.
No, that doesn't know. No.
we've been crying for Jeremy Abobasi for years, all right? And I planted my flag years ago.
Did he ever get called up?
I think he did. I think there was a few like little minor call-ups to some camps, but he just hasn't had the consistency in his career to do anything. And being at San Jose isn't really helping him. But hey, it is for Leagues Cup, and everybody watches Leagues Cup, so this is great for his career, right?
Also, Jackson Ewell. Finally, it's been like 4 months, but he finally put up a good score. I remember he was like decent to start the year, and everybody was like, "Oh, Jackson Ewell, like that's a sneaky pickup." You remember that? There was a time in MLS Sorare where like Jackson Ewell was a solid option.
Oh God, no! It's never been a solid option. It's been years. That's another one. But I mean, this team is fun. Like they have a new coach. I think they're starting to figure it out. They changed their shape too, because even like someone like Beji Kikanovic, who's been in this team for a little bit, has gone on his heaters at San Jose. Never really found his way in a starting lineup, is now playing wingback on the right side. And he's been kind of cooking. Like I was looking at it this weekend because I was trying to dig into the San Jose team and going, all right, what's really going on here? Yes, Daniel, exactly. We are buying full San Jose collections.
Buy the super rare collection. It looks cool with the jersey. I
But
will
dude,
say that.
Benji Kikanovich, after moving to like this right side, like into the back, he's actually been putting up decent AA 20, 21, 18, 17. And if he gets those decisives back, which he actually put in, especially last year, now we're talking. And I've always kind of rated Benji Kikanovich. He's just never really gotten playing time. But with a new coach and kind of switching formations around,
That's good for a forward, but gotta get the
and it is forward
decisives.
cards.
Gotta
Yeah,
get the decisives. That's
yeah.
the most important part. I will say, look at Yule. He
For a
genuinely
dollar, dude. $1.
look at Yule. This was his beginning of the year. Like everybody's like, oh, decent pickup. Like you got these scores, and then straight run of ass for 4 months, and then finally a good score. It took him that long to get decisive.
It's the Jackson Ewell way. Is there
Exactly.
another way? I just
52 cents.
52 cents for Jackson Ewell.
310
This is
for a unique. That's
can you
actually kind of crazy. 310 for a unique.
pull up his price graph historically? Because like I think at the beginning of So Rare, like when there weren't a lot of cars, Jackson Ewell was like one of. I remember everybody always talking about Jackson Ewell.
Jeez.
I guess it wasn't too much.
What the?
Yeah, $400 for Jackson Ewell. No, thank you.
What are we doing? So rare. Take these people down.
No, thank you. There you go. Full unique LAFC collection, full San Jose
Yeah.
super rare collection, full Dallas rare collection, and full Columbus. Honestly, you would win everything.
Yeah,
You would.
you'd probably be good. You could take over everything.
Nick Necaxa is Liga MX. So right now, Liga MX and MLS are on a break, and they are playing each other in the Grand Leagues Cup, the greatest cup tournament in the entire world. Not for profit, not for Messi, because it is just a great competition.
Garber's
yeah.
gonna think you're being for real if he listens to this.
Bro, I'm trying to get that MLS sponsorship, you know? I drink Celsius. Come on.
Look at Paradella Goat. So goated from I own his rare. He's really
Cox
good.
is like pretty mid table in Liga MX. Like they're not terrible.
Yeah.
But they're not great.
Yeah. Could be better.
And they're fully minted, right? They're one of the teams that's actually
they're
fully
one
minted.
of 4 teams. Santos, Tigres, Nixica, and
Atlas.
Atlas. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So everybody else, no. Again, if America was minted, that'd be a pretty cool thing.
Can you imagine how much money Sorare would have if they minted America?
Dude, America fans are like nuts. They spend so much money on stuff. Like there's a website where they do I sent you this, like they do the match worn jerseys. You can like always the America ones are like insanely high compared to everybody else because they love collectibles for America. So
yeah. The America fandom. And I'm from Mexico City. Like my family growing up is an America fan. And yeah. I've heard stories, and all I know is that my grandma hates football. They haven't told me everything, but I do know that my grandma hates football because of my grandpa. So runs in the blood, I guess. She wasn't too happy when I got into football. So yikes. Yeah, there you go. I love overcomplicated roster rules and financing rules. Yes, sponsor us.
Yes,
See, this is where they need to be. If we're going to be this sickos about this dumb league and its dumb rules, like, come on, give us all jobs.
I love $200 jerseys. Please, I love Bridgestone Tire. What else?
No, it's Continental Tires.
Oh,
man.
now it's Continental. It used to be Bridgestone. I love Herbalife Nutrition. What other things what other products are there?
I just
Body Armor,
baby.
Body Armor.
Celsius.
Body Armor is good. Body Armor is good. I will
Body
say
Armor
that.
is good.
Peach Mango.
It is good. You know who else is good? Cincinnati. When Lucho actually plays and starts, but they struggle a little bit when he comes off the bench.
Assad did have a stinker,
dude. Yes. Talking about Assad, I know we kind of brought it up a little bit earlier, and because I bought one, dude. His rare was like $12. I said, why? It's still $12. Why not? Yamil Assad has kind of played his way into the starting lineup, and he's been smashing. He creates, he makes things happen on his own.
The rotation,
like he can score the goals. Yeah, the rotation is a little wacky, which is scary. But he recently just did this with all like the injuries and all the losses and all the nonsense that's kind of gone around with Cincinnati. He's found his way into this team, and somehow 30-year-old Yamil Assad has been a game changer for the Cincinnati team. If it's not Kubo, it's Yamil Assad.
Sporting KC coming for him in the free agent market.
Oh, maybe he goes.
We're not even going to sign a dude this summer, which is the most insane part.
Nick, as a Mexican, no, it's football, baby. It is football. Now it's soccer, though. Now that I'm basically a gringo, it's soccer now.
You gotta call it that. Soccer.
Yeah, I got him.
What? I call it soccer to fit in, okay? I just want to fit in.
That Oriano goal. Did I see it?
Banger. I'll
Was it
pull
a
up.
banger?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
pull that
was.
thing up.
Beautiful
Because
goal.
you know me, if you guys have been watching this show for a majority of the season, you know that I've been on Oriano all season long, and it is finally coming good. Because what was it that Chris said? He said, yeah, but there's no decisives. Well, guess what? The decisives are here. Oh, you got it? Oh, oh.
Banger.
Luca Oriano. Just that move. Just
Where's the missed PK highlight? No, Kubo missed a PK. Acevedo saved it though. Shout out.
Dude, Oriano's so fun. From the half line, it doesn't matter. He'll dribble into you. He'll do it from half. It don't matter.
Exactly.
You ain't keeping him out of the goal. Oriano, man. Oriano. But either way, yeah. And that was the same thing. Own goal. Basically just passed it. Passed it right to Lozano, and he just got it done. I don't understand it. Poor Cincinnati in their back line. What are they going to do? What can they do? It's like one thing after another for the Cincinnati team. But hey, they figured it out. They came back. They came back down, what, 3-0 or 2-0 to win 4-2, something like that?
I forget.
And then they came back in this game too.
2-0 to 4-2. All goals coming off the bench.
When they scored 4 goals in 10 minutes to win the game.
Insane.
In the 79th minute. Let's go.
Yeah, actually wild.
Yeah. But who does Cincinnati play next? They play Philadelphia. This will be a fun game too, because Philly is also coming into form. So this game will actually be really interesting. It'll be interesting to see if Lucho gets to start finally. Coming off the bench. It looks like they're kind of just saving him, trying not to play him if they don't have to.
One would assume he starts, right? He played 30 minutes last game.
Yeah.
Let's check a little Sorare inside.
Oh, let's check a little Sorare inside. And yeah, the NYCFC Twitter feed that night when like they just shambles, just straight shambles. While we're doing that, any update on the Evander injury? Instant bot for last game that lasted 12 minutes. No,
actually, I planned this. There you go.
Oh, that's awful. But there you go. Evander is okay. Says it's a right calf, and they didn't want to take any risks.
Also, shout out for him being, I believe, the most expensive, sort by value, most expensive limited midfielder now.
Who? Oh, Evander?
Yeah. Where is he?
I mean, he's good, man. Like, it's not just the decisives, but it's the AA too. It's a little bit of everything. Yeah. Take the freaking risks, man.
Yeah. It's a $28 floor for Evander, and Puja's 25.
Yeah, that's
if you don't have a midfielder that's elite, that's as low as it's going to get before the offseason.
What, you mean that Carlos Hill for $14, dude?
He's old.
The GOAT of all goats, the MLS GOAT himself, Carlos Hill at $14.
He is pretty goated.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, but he's not going to be back until end of Leagues Cup.
Yeah, which is like soon.
Yeah.
It's like 2 weeks away. It's fine.
True. Also, I definitely don't think that
Daniel.
You guys. Oh, what a buy. What a buy.
I didn't even realize he was that cheap. Daniel, that's crazy.
You guys should definitely not look at Marcel Hartel, new signing for St. Louis, because he plays for St. Louis and he's not actually just a really good player. I didn't say it.
Did you just say that?
Nope.
What? Did you?
Let's talk about the real GOAT everybody should be buying for under $10. Jordy Mihailovic, decisive legend. Let us not forget.
I almost bought one this weekend also. But I kind of wanted a little bit cheaper. I think he's still like an Olympic, because he had that big pump during the Olympics. Like, he's still kind of coming down from that.
I think I'm going to play him in Prio. He's like a guaranteed decisive.
Mihailovic in Prio now, huh?
I think he's sort of a guaranteed decisive now. Like, look at that.
Yeah, I mean, if he can keep this, like, Colorado's not a bad team. We've been saying it. They're just young and just working through some things.
Yeah.
They're not terrible.
If you take out the DNPs and the sub appearances.
Because some of these mids magically become defenders. Sounds like you're talking about Duan Jones, my guy.
Dude, he cooked. He cooked.
He's coming for that Arson starting spot, man. I think he starts over Arson by the end of the season. I think
Yeah,
DeJuan Jones is going to be a starter on this
you
Columbus
know who is
team.
going to start though? Sean Boast. Looked good. I don't know when we're going to go over Columbus, but
We'll go over him in a second. I have it pulled up. I did want to, because we were kind of already talking about Evander, and then you brought up Hartel. So, baby, we're going to transition into both of them right now with St. Louis beating Portland Timbers. What? Hello? Dude. What? I'm upset about this. I'm not going to lie. Because we've been talking about Portland, high flying, goal scoring. I guess Evander went out in 12 minutes, so that kind of sucked. But St. Louis, ever since bringing out Hartel, even Tucker in the middle right here, like these two have just been productive, and they're making Lowen look even better than he already did. This was I know you don't like to say kind things, but if you were to pretend that there was a world where you didn't hate this team that much, what would you say about them? Are they back?
allegedly their attacking firepower is really good, but I didn't say it.
Right. Allegedly.
But I didn't. Allegedly, they're probably going to score a lot of goals in the next few games. Allegedly. Also, Moreno's a goat. That's not allegedly.
Oh, yeah. Santi Moreno continues to get it done. He is super cheap, too. Speaking of forwards.
How much is his new season?
We can
His new
find
season is
out
the
right
only.
now.
I think it's like $15.
Yeah, like not even like 12 right now. Santi Moreno forward cards.
Scoop that.
Yeah, J Rod is like $10 too. Like he's super dipped in price because he's gone a couple games without anything now. But dude, yeah, Santi Moreno has been incredible this season.
They rotated him for group games. He still found a way to pop an 80 off the bench.
Easy money.
Huge.
Money. But yeah, Santi Moreno's getting like all of MLS at this point, like just dirt cheap. But yeah, incredibly surprised. I guess it's not that surprising because Portland has been defensively terrible. Crapo getting killed again. Pantemis would never. I'm just saying. And a cheeky little Bravo 100. I missed
banger of
that.
a goal. Do you see that goal?
No, I didn't. I was too busy watching a whole lot of nothing versus Cruz Azul.
Oh yeah,
dear Lord, 42 AA. Claudio Bravo. I mean, we do know he has it in him, but let's pull this up.
This is a banger.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Beautiful.
Wow. Finish. You love to see it. There you go. See, they're good at attacking, just not enough. Yeah, Bravo does love to cook occasionally. Evander Moreno. Yeah.
Used to be an absolute banger too.
He's one of those players that's just so up and down all the time that it just almost makes it not worth it. But sometimes you do got to take the risk.
What is this? Felix back to Chelsea? Okay. All right.
Oh,
if you don't know, we have 35 players in our current roster.
The last one was a loan, right?
Well, yeah. We also have I think 7 goalies on the first team. And we signed another one after. We picked up Jorgensen and we're like, okay, he's a good keeper. He's going to be our starter. No, we picked up another one after that.
Chelsea is playing real life Sorare right now. They're like, oh, stacking goalkeepers. They'll come good eventually. Exactly. They'll come good.
They loaned out Gaga Slonina to a non-covered team though. So that's sad.
I did see that. I did see that. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Chelsea owns everybody. They just got they debuted Pedro Neto today at the friendly. Yeah, we have everybody. That's fine.
Yeah, dude. Hey, if you stack enough players, one of them's eventually bound to hit. And shout out to Reece James getting hurt again.
Yep.
As we were just talking about it.
Yeah, I said that in the last show. I said Malagus does a good pickup because Reece James will get hurt.
And he got hurt before the season.
Yeah, you didn't even have to play.
Red or Dead, we've been a joke since Tuchel got fired after winning the Champions League. It was all downhill after freaking Tuchel got fired.
Yeah, he lost 3 games in a row, and the new owner's like, "Get out of here! We need wins now." And then
he did his what? Who did he do the handshake thing with? Who was that?
Conte.
Yeah, ever since then it was just all downhill. It was the cursed handshake in Chelsea history.
That was legendary. Dear Lord. Can't lie, that was legendary.
Honestly, I was as a Chelsea fan, I was very proud of that moment. That moment made me like Tuchel. It was great.
Yeah, and then he's gone the next game.
And then he's been a dumpster fire everywhere since.
Yeah, he did. He went to Bayern and didn't win. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, which is it's hard to do. It's hard to do. Yeah, that's the thing. Chelsea, they do have good players, but it's you can buy a bunch of good players, but it doesn't make them a good team. Like just because you have a bunch of really good players doesn't make them a really good team. And
it's horrible for the manager too, because got to manage basically. He has to manage almost 2 first teams worth of players now. Like that's again. Then again, half of them will be injured. That's what happened last year. Like everybody we signed last year got hurt besides Palmer and Jackson, and Mallow, who's I think is incredible. But yeah, Abramovich needs to get the club back.
We have some Chelsea stands in the chat. Let's go. Talking
Yeah.
about having to manage 2 first teams though. We're not going to talk about Sporting Kansas City. All right. But we are.
Hey, look at that AA. Look at that
Columbus
center back
Crew.
AA, baby. Let's go.
Look at that. You guys
And a
were
clearance
busy.
off the line. And Ndembe off the bench.
Yeah.
We got everything happening.
But you still let 4 in. Diego Rossi, that Rossi goal. You want to talk about goals?
That was a banger. He had 2 bangers.
Yes.
Can't
Rossi
stop those.
continuing to get it done. This team is on fire. It doesn't matter who it is. Dewan Jones off the bench, Shambos off the bench, Russell Rowe off the bench. It doesn't matter who you play. This team is stacked. This team is fun. This team should win MLS Cup again, maybe even Leagues Cup.
Well, I don't know if they should. I think they could because again, Miami gets Messi back. LAFC gets Giroud.
That's fine.
There's other teams that are still really good.
But this team should have won CONCACAF Champions Cup if it weren't for a shitty situation.
Yeah. Shout out bad PB&Js. What was it?
Something. They drank the water down there or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, here we go. Diego Rossi or Chicho versus Miami. I'm going to go Chicho.
I'm going to go both.
Yes, the answer is both. Yes. The answer is 100%
Rossi
both.
dipped down under 20 during like one day, and I didn't pick him up. And now I don't have the full stack.
Oh, that hurts.
I'm going to get him anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, either way, when we were talking about the Miami game, one of their center backs got a red card and the other one got hurt. So defensively, they're going to be a little shaky in this game.
They're already shaky in general, but yeah.
Right. They're literally the pieces they brought in to not be shaky defensively. And they're both like out. So way to go, Miami. You're doing great. You're doing great, Sweaty. You're doing great.
Shambost percentages. Let's check that. Because he's good. I picked him up. I don't know what's his price now for limited. I picked him up at like $5. $8 now. Beautiful. Yeah, should be more.
He's come down a little bit from the initial announcement.
He's the missing piece of the Columbus stack. There's never been a midfielder you can trust fully. If he can start now, that'd be beautiful.
Since Aiden Morris left, yeah.
50-50. 50-50.
Yeah. Chambo's is gonna be fun, man.
They subbed Cucho early too. They let him chill.
I did see that, yeah.
So that's
so I was looking at it. So basically what they did is that they subbed both Chicho and Ramirez off at the same time, and then brought on Matan and Shambost as like you're literally like for like almost. Like obviously you're not getting the production from Chicho, but this is the problem. The way that Rossi, Chicho, and Ramirez have been playing together, you almost can't break this up. So until probably Ramirez obviously kind of falls out of form a little bit, that Shambos will slot right in. But like that's the thing. And like when you were talking about managing 2 first teams, as much as I love this Columbus team, Sorare wise, trying to guess the rotation is near impossible because that's they don't have to rotate, but they can.
All you gotta do is run Rossi Cucho because they don't get rotated. And then run Camacho and Schulte. And then plug and play an elite midfielder. That's all you gotta do.
Zawadzki.
No. Puig.
Yes.
Because Camacho is the one guy that doesn't get rotated.
Or Marcel Hartel.
Allegedly.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. This Columbus Crew team is incredibly fun. I have them winning Leagues Cup. Probably MLS Cup. We're going back to Columbus, baby. Let's go.
Sporting KC's winning MLS Cup. I don't know what you're talking about. We're getting the double. Buddy. We're getting the double this year.
Well, it's like I was telling you off the show. Well, like Sporting Kansas City literally came into this game not even wanting to win the game.
No, yeah, it's like that's our first team, but like it's rotated. It's a weird feeling. Like we don't have. Like we were supposed to get a transfer. They announced it like a week and a half ago. Like, oh, there's an incoming signing. Like, get ready. I'm like, oh, I'm hyped. Like, oh, we got like a number 10, like some European guy who's out of contract we're picking up. Nope, no one yet. Nope. And the window closes in I don't know how many days, but yeah.
3 days. It closes on the 14th.
Days. Cool. Let's make something happen.
Yeah, if your team hasn't made any signings, you better be clinching them butt cheeks, boy, because you got 3 days to get those things across the line.
You see who's on the move?
Who's on the move? Oh, Andres Gomez.
No, well, Andres Gomez. Yes, he's on to Europe. By the way, if anybody doesn't know, who
Yeah.
on?
Oh, I did. Who won to FC Dallas?
Huge.
That's pretty
That's
huge.
huge.
Not gonna lie. Who won runs fast?
Exactly, and imagine him with certain 2 strikers that are coming back too.
That's fast.
That is
That
pretty
is a fast
fast.
team, boy.
That's a very
That is.
fast team.
It'll be an interesting move for him. For sure.
Safari's pretty fast too as a center back.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot of fast, a lot of pace.
Going for speed down in Dallas.
Exactly. Well, no,
Built for speed.
speed, pace. There you go.
Pace. I guess. Whatever.
Near the
Same
border.
thing.
Near the border, saying speed's kind of crazy, but yeah.
Let's go. Gotta get away from him somehow, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, DC United, as beautiful of a run that they went on, they just didn't have what it took to get over across the line against Mazatlan, who is not great. Definitely not great. How this didn't happen? Maybe we'll blame Jared Stroud for that early red card.
Early. Shout out
Early
Bono for
red card.
AA too. It's like old Bono.
Yeah. DC held in, man. They were looking good. Obviously, they didn't win because Dahome finally decided he didn't want to play soccer anymore.
Same thing with Benteke. Won like 9 aerial duels, but that's it.
You know it. How many big chances missed? None. No big chances missed for the dog.
7 duels won.
Well, there you go. It's just rough game for DC. Like I said, I didn't really watch much, but I'm assuming that losing Jared Stroud in that midfield probably wasn't great for him, and they probably had nothing going after that. I'm assuming.
Yeah. I didn't watch this game. I assume it was boring. There were other games on.
Honestly, yeah, you'd assume it was going to be like a 1-0 Benteke header.
This was the forgotten game. I forgot it happened until at the end of the America game. They're like, America will face Mazatlan. I'm like, or Cruz will face Mazatlan. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's just a regular Wednesday game where Cruz will win like 2-0.
No, 1-0.
Yeah.
But and Aaron Herrera continues to just be awful. Yay. Rest in peace. You remember when DC was good for like 3 weeks? That was a great time to be alive.
That never happened. That was a blip.
Might as well be in the blip of this entire incredible rambunctious season that we've had. Speaking of, New England got this far. They got this far, and it didn't even matter because NYCFC got it done in penalties. Nice little Santi goal. And Brian Wood finishing a beautiful cross by Brandon Bai, who I almost put in my T20 lineup and then said, nah. And of course, the one time I don't play him, beautiful cross to Bobby Wood. New England's trying, but it ain't great, Chief. They sold everybody. They got rid of all their good people. They're a shell of themselves, and they're eventually going to get Carlos Hill back. How do you feel about NYCFC, and do you see them going any further in the tournament with Tigres next? Because they've been up and down.
Tigres got him. Tigres has got anybody they play in the next round, honestly. But
Such a Tigres fanboy now.
No, but that's the thing. Unless it's Columbus. Columbus is again, that's going to be an incredible game. That'll be a throw up, toss up, whatever you want to call it. But New York has been off and on, good and bad. Santi, same thing, sort of a picture. He's the picture to hang it up. That's what NYCFC seasons look like. Some real good stretches sometimes, especially at Yankee, but there's some bad scores in there that are obvious.
There's a little bit of stinkers in there.
Exactly. And so that's what NYCFC is. They're coming off a decent game. The fact that Tavon Gray's back and healthy is really cool. I like that. But one would assume that probably the end of the road for them. But you could get some good A out of Santi next game.
Yeah, to this day, like even Matt Freese, like on a good day, Matt Freese has been putting up great scores too. But I don't know. Santi's one of those players that he's a lock for me regardless. Like he's just like matchup proof. Like you just run him out there and hope for the best. Because he can do it. He gets it done. He's on pens.
That helps.
Like it definitely helps. Like it's not hard for you to like really not smash, but at least kind of get there where he won't kill your lineup. But he definitely won't help you win sometimes. That's all.
Yeah. Maxi Morales again is a AA merchant when he plays.
Yeah.
Kind of wild.
Yeah. But again, you're never going to be able to guess those starts and stops because he's just going to be in and out. However the old man's feeling that morning and how he feels over his morning coffee, we'll see what you get. Yeah, because when he starts, it's great. Even off the bench, it's kind of great. But you just never know.
Too old.
The GOAT that once was. But we'll see how
still is a goat. Let's be for real.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll wait and see on New England. They kind of got hot going into Leagues Cup. They went on a nice little bit of run. Then they kind of made a run in Leagues Cup somehow. Surprisingly, I don't think anybody had them going this far. But it ends here.
I thought we all had them in our bracket going that far.
I didn't.
Well, I think I had them because that was the Nashville group, and I was like, Nashville's horrible.
No, maybe I did.
I don't remember.
Hmm.
That was a really bad group. I remember that being like the worst.
Yeah. Oh, because it was Mazatlan, Nashville, New England.
Yeah.
That was literally a coin toss at this point. You're like, all right,
Exactly.
we'll see who actually wants to win this stupid thing.
Also, I will say, if you panic bot Dave Romney after that last game, there were legitimately people that panic bought him.
Oh, we're gonna expose him right now. I'm gonna expose all of you for degenning into Dave Romney. How could you?
What's his price now? It went up though because of it.
Oh, $3 rare.
But there weren't people
50 cent limited.
He had a bunch of sales after the last game. It was kind of wild.
Bit. Yeah, you had a few scoops.
He had 100.
I see y'all.
He had 100, and everybody was like, "Oh, Dave Romney."
No,
Wow.
not Dave Romney. No.
Never.
No. You don't want none of that. Yeah, especially because, although I have been thinking about Ivicic. I don't know how you guys feel about Ivicic at all.
Nope.
I've been thinking about it.
There's like 4 MLS keepers you can have.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
It's like Schulte, Celentano.
I mean, I guess that's not terrible for goalkeepers. It doesn't kill you. Those 50s don't kill you, but they ain't great.
Is that it? What other keepers can you have? Freeze, maybe?
Gallese, Matt Freeze.
Guys.
Schulte.
Celentano.
Stephen Fry.
You can have Celentano.
Yeah, you can have Celentano for sure. Oh, there it is. I knew there'd be one. Red or dead. Hey, but it's okay because we support degenning on this show. Okay, yes. We are here for the full degen
friendly show.
Trust me, we are a degen friendly show. But still, Dave Romney, come on, bro. Come on.
You can buy so many other guys for $3.
Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what it is? What it is. Orlando City out.
Join us.
Played a great game, to be honest. We should have won this game. We had all the makings to win this game, and we just didn't. And it sucks. A lot of missed chances. Ramiro missed a good chance. I think Facu missed a good chance. Angulo missed a few good chances. Vintage Angulo is back.
That's how it's done.
Yeah, that is how it's done. And yeah, Gallese doing his thing, keeping the clean sheets. POV looked great. Giakoumakis didn't look great. Luis Romo looked pretty good too, but he kind of got bodied all over the place. Yeah, this Cruz Azul, where they're not great. Not great offensively. Defensively, they're solid, man. This is a very hard fought battle. If you go back and watch this game, there's a lot of good moments. It was a scrappy game. It was a good time.
Well, look at that. Look at that back line. POV, goated. Jorge Sanchez, goated. Yep. William Dita, goated. They just mint the goalkeeper, please, sir. Just mint the goalkeeper.
Please, anything. Just please. Just actually, you know what? Just mint the entire Liga MX.
Okay, that's okay. Too far.
It's in my blood. I need it.
Yeah, but then when I win a reward and it's like a random dude from Juarez that doesn't get any playtime, like, okay.
You get that in the MLS too, okay? Should I go through my gallery and show you the things I won?
I'd rather have that than Liga MX randoms because
yeah,
they have nowhere to go. Like MLS guys can at least like go down to MLS Next Pro and be good, or USL. Yeah. No, Liga MX guys when they just fall off the face of the earth, like genuinely, when they're not good.
Yeah, but rough games. We should have won this game. It's unfortunate to go out, but it's also Leagues Cup and it doesn't matter anyway. So whatever. Rest the boys and let's shoot for MLS Cup. Yeah, there you go. Bronson Reed in here wanted Orlando to win. You spent some time down here in NXT, really? Hell yeah, dude. I used to go all the time to all the tapings at Full Sail. Great times.
We're just getting wrestlers in here, just all straight wrestlers.
Yeah, are we all just hanging out now?
Dude, Dude, why'd you kill Seth Rollins, bro? Did you see that?
Why you do it to him like that, bro?
He like took him out, made him bleed.
Burn it down, baby.
Yeah, I just had to go to Cleveland and go to SummerSlam, and then now everybody's here.
Don't you have that poster right there? Look at you go.
I got that's from 2 years ago. That was when Brock faced Roman.
But either way, Orlando's massive anyway. They should have won this game. Tournament doesn't matter anymore. Orlando's out. Philadelphia Union getting it done. Wagner, baby. Glesnes.
Wagner.
I picked up a Glesnes for like $3. And he's been smashing ever since, except for that one random rotation. And Ty Baribo. I've been on Ty Baribo for a couple weeks now, and he is finally get it done. Who needs Carranza when you have Ty Baribo? That's all I'm saying.
That is true.
And Sam Adeniran too. Sam Adeniran looks good. He created one of the goals. He had a really good he had a really big part in one of the goals. So that's cool to see. Ura is on the bench, who Deke is not a big fan of. So it'd be interesting to know if Adeniran eventually takes that spot from him, because that'd be a cheeky kind of little purchase. Because that Adeniran speed and his Baribo's like silkiness in the box is going to be a trouble for a lot of backlines.
What was the Gazdag injury? I'm actually kind of intrigued by that.
Oh, he had like a back problem. He walked off the field, but he took a pretty hard knock. Like he kind of limped off the field. It was like a lower back issue or something like that.
Out the field in a lot of pain.
Yeah, he looked like he was in pain. He definitely looked like he was in pain. That's something to keep an eye on. But we still have Jack McGlynn in there. It's okay. Jack McGlynn didn't even start, came off the bench, and you know that left foot had something to say about it.
Dude,
Jack McGlynn's left foot is mean.
I had him in a lineup. It was remember the lineup that I had Mealy in? I was like, this thing's gonna get cooked before I even play it. It was that one. So yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that Blake buy too. I degened into Blake when he came back, and it's been proving good for me. I got Philly at the right time because they are on their way back up.
Yeah, that's smart. Again, Wagner, no reason to buy. There's no buy low or buy high on Wagner. You just get him.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that just doesn't change in price ever.
Yeah, I really need one. It's like before at the beginning of the season, I was like, whatever, man, I don't need Kai. And now I'm like, dang it, I really want a Kai, but he's just so expensive.
Like, he don't be changing price, but he don't be changing scores.
How many defenders are still $137? It's not a lot.
You remember he was the best scorer in Sorare last year, pretty sure.
Oh, and he's
still
almost is right now. I think his L5 is higher than Puja's. To be honest,
no, Puja's like 80. Puja's like 81.
Oh, is it 80 now? It's up there. It's a dark green boy. But those Kai scores like are just undeniable at this point. Like you really can't you can't deny that he's,
and he whips in like 15 crosses a game, so you're getting that as well. So yeah,
insane run of form. Philly is officially back. I think we can say it. Shout out to Deke, and shame on Seamus for eating all the burgers. And he's a Nashville fan. Hey, at least they suck. At least they suck. Like Orlando's good and Nashville's not. So you always have that. You always have that. But
he hasn't been on TV in a while though, right? Seamus.
He was on like a football broadcast the other day. He was
on the All-Star. He was at the All-Star game.
Yeah, he was at the All-Star game.
What's her name? I forget. She was the GM. I forget. Sonya Deville.
No idea. Oh, really?
Them two were on the MLS All-Star. Yeah, they were there.
Before we keep moving, what goalkeeper would you buy? I'm short one for this game week, preferably low L15.
Oh, you want a low L15 keeper, huh? I know one that's low. I know one under 25 L15.
Oh, that's playing for this game week, bro. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Tim Mealy is knocked out of Leagues Cup, bro. I'm sorry. That's over.
My bad.
Let's see for this midweek.
And you can technically pick anybody. It doesn't have to be MLS.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah. Fair. Sorry, bro. Over here at Sorare of the States, my mind's always on the MLS. Okay. I'm sorry.
Low L15. Let's go.
Oh my God, where are you going?
Let's go like under 48.
Okay, you figure that out because that's a whole thing. And I'm gonna keep us chugging along here. We have a few more games to get to real quick. Three games to be exact. There you go. We'll get through this. We'll get y'all out of here.
Plus next week. We got to go over next week too. Right?
Well, we've kind of already been going over the group stage.
That is true.
We've kind of been talking. There's no way to remotely even try to understand what's going to happen this week, to be honest. All right, while you're looking at that, we have Toluca did the upsetting defeat to the Houston Dynamo, thanks to none other than friend of the show, Griffin Dorsey.
Shout out
to Griffin Dorsey. They had the chance. And
I went to bed when Houston was up, so I actually didn't know that this result happened until I woke up. I was like, oh shit. Because I had a goal disallowed. Bossy had a goal disallowed, and someone
Yeah.
else had a goal disallowed too.
Oh, and shout out to Ezekiel Ponce, their 9, who is now 2 goals in 2 games, I think. Which
Think
is
so.
oh no, the one got called off, his first one. That's right.
That's all right. So this
It
was his
got
first
called
one.
off for offsides. So almost did. He almost did have one. But he did have one in this one, so he is finally back. We've been saying this Houston team is fun. They just need a competent number 9. And they may have it.
Yep. But don't buy him because his AA is not good.
Yet. My boy. He just got here. It's the David Goss.
We'll see.
It's the David Goss theorem, all right? Just wait till next year. But either way, this
Also-
team is fun. Escobar. Let's go.
Thiago Volpe also definitely made his pen because you know he's the penalty taker for Toluca. Legend.
Dude, honestly, the fact that and we always joke about it all the time that Sorare will never mince him because we don't need a goalkeeper scoring penalties in the Sorare matrix. Like that'd be the most broken. Like, could you imagine what price that would go for?
Dude, a hat trick with him. What's his score? What's his L15?
That's what I was about to pull up.
I actually haven't looked at it in a while. I looked at it last League's Cup and haven't looked.
It was last League's Cup where he scored a couple, right?
Yeah, he scored one against us.
Oh, so okay. So he hasn't scored one since March.
4 pens in 6 games.
Dude, look at that. 4 pens. No clean sheets, but
AA for sure. He's a great keeper too.
For sure, dude.
How much are you paying for Volpe? Limited.
Dude,
$40?
For a Volpe limited, I'd consider like 30.
He'd be the most expensive Liga MX keeper, and Malagon's 26.
Oh, he'd probably be one of the most expensive keepers, period. I think.
Really?
I guess with the divisions and all-star and caps going away, maybe not so much, because then he'd be limited to contender. But if Sorare was still going to be a global game and you had a goalkeeper like that was scoring penalties and like doing all this, getting AA, everybody would want one. Like he'd be broken.
Exactly.
But now, I guess there's really no.
Has he not been on pens recently? Is that why he hasn't been scoring, or have they not been getting pens?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. You know, if Sorare covered Liga MX, I'd watch more Liga MX. But they don't, so I don't. And it's also incredibly hard to watch.
Well, you got to be like me and buy the guys who are minted.
Yes. I know you keep saying it, and I keep thinking about it. I guess they just haven't.
Go to random. Yeah, just go to a random game and see if there's a penalty in there. Yeah, 3-0. See if there's a pen.
Nope.
They're not even going to do Paulinho pens, and Paulinho's like a pen master.
Well, interesting to see. But yeah, either way, Volpe the GOAT. No point in spending too much time on it because, hey, they haven't even minted him anyway. But rest in peace, Houston Dynamo. I actually had them going on a bit of a run this tournament. I had faith that Houston. I was a little worried that they wouldn't get past Toluca, and they didn't. But if they did, I thought they had a pretty favorable kind of path to at least make it to the semis. But unfortunately, they didn't.
I did the same thing. I think I had them in the quarterfinals. I was hoping they'd do well. Yeah.
Because the team's been fun. They really have. It's just a little bit unlucky, and they always concede late, which makes them seem worse than they really are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we'll see. Toluca's been fun. If we get a Toluca America matchup later on, it'll be
there's gonna be some fun ones because we could get El Trafico, we could get America Toluca. Oh, well, technically not, but we
almost did.
We could get Seattle LAFC. That'd be kind of cool.
Seattle LAFC would be fun.
Imagine that. Seattle LAFC, Cruz Azul, Cincy, Tigres, Columbus, America, whoever they play.
And Toluca.
Yeah. That'd be a nutty.
Yeah, the quarterfinals are like stacking up to be pretty fun because Cincy, Cruz Azul, well, what was 2 historically good defensive teams. But if Lucho could find a way to shred up Cruz Azul, that'll be insane.
But we don't like this tournament.
Yeah. But fake preseason tournament. Down with that. That's why Chris the MLS card guy's not here. Colorado getting it done. As soon as I sell Sam Vines, you start putting up green scores again. So you're welcome. Yeah, just watch my gallery. Anything I buy, sell.
This is a crazy game. I don't know if you watched it.
I watched the highlights.
Yeah.
But I didn't get to watch. Did you watch it? Did you watch it at all?
I was watching another game that was on, but I was tuned in and out because I had Calvo, and then he got the error lead, and I'm like, yep, no reason to watch this anymore. Turned it off. But yeah, it was crazy. I saw the ending. Navarro. Yeah, it was a really good game. But yeah.
Oh, like even the way they got here, I don't remember if we did a show for it, but their last game, they literally tied the game up in the last kick of the game, like
That was
last second
nuts.
to send it to penalties.
Yeah,
And
that
it was
was
Navarro.
who had the assist on that? It was like a crazy assist.
Um,
Was Rosenberry?
oh, Rosenberry. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a crazy assist to Navarro. He like first timed it perfectly to him. Yeah. And
Insane.
again, Zach Steffen AA. Let's go.
Yeah, Zach Steffen's kind of showing up, man. He's finally getting it done. But like the thing is, and like that's the thing with Mihailovic out, this team struggled in the midfield, and they were under a lot of pressure, and they were just conceding everything. But now having Mihailovic back in there kind of gives him a little bit of a leeway.
Dude, MLS keepers are so cheap. Oh my god.
Oh, they're dirt cheap. They're all like
But
the
there's-
limited keepers are like under $10.
But like, there's no reason to really have MLS keepers because they're not good. Because you can't compete. You got to have European keeper stacks with MLS attack. That's the way to go.
Brazil keepers with MLS attack. Is that back in play now that Brazil's back? Are we going back Brazil defense MLS attacks?
Nah, what you're doing is you're going. Sadly, you're going like Belgian league and Dutch league
Oh,
keepers.
interesting.
Like you can get for. Dude, like I'm genuinely might trade in. Where is he? He's here somewhere. Is he? Is he here?
I don't know. Where is he?
I'm looking for Kalina.
Oh, where is? Ooh, how much is a Kalina?
Kalina's like $50.
The rare.
Oh, I'm doing game week. Let me find
If
it.
Christian Kalina rare is $50, and who was it? Trippin that was saying that they have like a favorable kind of end of season.
$59 average. 57.
Look at that price dump. Dear Lord.
New York, Atlanta, Montreal, Orlando, New England, Chicago, Montreal, DC to end it. Don't tell anyone we said this, but Kalina might be a good pick.
Yeah, Kalina at home against Red Bulls, maybe a clean sheet. Kalina at home to Atlanta United, definite clean sheet.
Well, they have Marinchuk now, and he's going to be making things happen.
Yeah, but we don't know what we assume, but he just got here. We'll see.
That is true.
We'll see. Montreal away is rough. Orlando away is rough. Home to New England is a great matchup. Away to Miami, yeah. Like Kalina towards the end of the season is going to go on another crazy run like he did earlier. And they'll be did. Yeah. Kalina $50. That's insane. God, what are the prices going to be next year? If the trend continues, what are rares going to be worth next year? Yikes.
Now's when you buy low key. Off season, they're probably going to go up.
Yeah. Well, if I remember, like, because I did this last year where I tried to trade the Leagues Cup break, and I tried to pick up some players to flip into like the rest of the season because I was assuming after Leagues Cup break, some MLS guys were going to start smashing again, and I could kind of trade into that. It kind of worked, but it also kind of didn't for some. So trade the smashers only, and especially like you already brought it up, but definitely like I've been looking at Mihailovic, and I'll probably pick one up this week.
Wait, trade for smashers only or trade away smashers?
Trade for smashers only.
Yeah, there's no point to have like middle or lower tier guys. Like
yeah, when the market's like this, when it's like just on its way down, like you buy the smashers and you just wait for everybody else because that trying to catch a falling knife is not fun.
Because after the show, there will be some trades put out there for sure. There's some guys who are a lot cheaper than they should be. I tell you that. Go research. You guys go research because there's some crazy pickups. It doesn't take that long.
Take a little gainer at the market because there's some things happening.
There's some people for sure.
There are some people. Last game of the weekend. You said this was a really fun game. America getting it done against Atlas. Fully expected, I think. America hasn't really played. We didn't really know what to expect. They've been resting. They haven't really done anything. It's their first game in Leagues Cup, and they did the thing. And shout out to Brian Rodriguez, who is still floating around, doing a whole lot of nothing, the same as he did in LAFC. And Jonathan Dos Santos. Look at that. El Trafico all in one.
It's still wild that Eric Sanchez has like a picture, but he's not minted.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah, he's good though. He'd be scoring, but he's not. But he has a picture, but he's not minted. It's weird.
Oh, he used to be scoring. Dear Lord, give me some of that. Oh, that was at Pachuca. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, this was last year. Good Pachuca.
Yeah, last year everybody at Pachuca was insane.
Yeah, this was that crazy Pachuca.
Yep, never gonna see that ever again.
Yeah, but I agree. Boo, Ratless.
Yep, Ratless sucks.
Yeah, did you? So you watched this game? What did you see?
Yeah,
Is
it was a
America
cool.
gonna be awesome?
It was a cool atmosphere. America's defense looked a little bit questionable,
Right.
but their attack still looked good. I feel like that's sort of the thing that they got Diego Valdez back, which is kind of big. I know that he was a big part of what they had last year.
Oh, even Arujo
Um,
was on the bench too.
yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah,
Maybe
we'll
that's
see.
why.
We'll see. I think that should be good. Shout out Dealer Rosen and his Dutch counterpart is headed to Charlotte. I don't know if we talked about that, but yeah,
Wait, the who?
Calvin Stangs from
Oh, their new acquisition.
Feyenoord, or
Yeah.
PS Feyenoord. Yeah, they both play for Feyenoord, I'm pretty sure. He's headed over to Charlotte, which is kind of crazy that like a Dutch talent that's that good is headed to the MLS. So
Why? We have
I
all
don't know.
sorts of talent here now. The MLS is different, man. We're
But,
good
like-
now. We're a good league. We attract great talent now.
That's a guy I can see like PSV picking up.
Yeah.
And so the fact that we got him is just kind of it's more shocking, but he should
Right.
be good. It should be interesting to see how good he is. He's expensive, so it's not like
Yep.
a buy low, like real good player that just didn't get PT that's low. No, he'll be so expensive.
I've been saying it for a while, man, especially because we're hosting the World Cup in 2 years.
Mhm.
There are so many players that are gonna be like, yo, all eyes are gonna be on the MLS for 2 years. Like, I'm gonna go play there and I'm gonna increase my market value.
Yep.
They gotta come smash for 2 years and then go off and do whatever they want to do and sit on Chelsea's bench like everybody else does.
Exactly. I will say
That's
Reddit his comment. You don't have to pull it up, but before the show, I was telling Jorge, we know.
Yeah, Red or Dead. We were literally talking about that before we hopped on, which is crazy. That's how you know. Yeah, if you're in the chat, you know. If you're watching, well, go read the chat. Go
Yeah,
read
go
those
back to live
Brazilian
chat.
players because
Yeah.
I need to buy some this weekend. But yeah, that was the round of 32, man. There's a lot of good games. There's a lot of fun games. A lot of surprises. I'm still a little depressy, but it is what it is. Fake tournament, so whatever. That's what I keep telling myself.
Who's your team now? Who's your team you're hoping wins?
I think Columbus.
For me, it's Columbus or it's Tigres. It's whoever gets out of that. That'll be my team.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you want to go my Mexican team, I want America to win, obviously. And they're on the different side of bracket. So like I think even like my bracket, yeah, I have America and Columbus in the final.
Orlando third place.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Dude, if we beat Cruz Azul, if we would have gotten past that, we easily beat DC. We smashed DC. And then Cincinnati, we host that game. We maybe could have pulled one off, especially with all their issues. And then yeah, I had us losing in Columbus. Yeah, I had El Trafico. We were supposed to get that. What the heck? Yeah, and I had Houston going on a run too. So unfortunate to say the least, but
maybe
yeah.
next time. Does it say your rank on there?
No, I think they're somewhere else. I could find them. Cameron though in the chat, what is up? Who is one to watch MLS player for the rest of the season? One to watch for the rest of the season.
Who you got?
Player to watch to the end of the season, huh? I think Marcel Hartel is one of them. Marcel Hartel, the new acquisition for St. Louis. I'll say it so you don't have to, Alex. He's looked really impressive from what I've seen, the little bit that I've seen him for St. Louis. He's been really impressive. Cucho, obviously. Like, dear Lord.
Cucho's going to be insane. Like, that's a given.
Yeah, the entire Columbus team, they're just fun to watch. I really am a Columbus fan. It's kind of embarrassing. But they're just so good right now, man. Like, you really can't deny it. I'm trying to think who else.
Look out for, like, Forsberg's return, because he's going to come back at some point, hopefully.
Yeah, the Red Bulls kind of hung on this entire stretch. So Forsberg coming back into that Red Bull team will actually be really interesting. I picked one up right before he got hurt, so I've been ready. I have been ready. I've been sitting and waiting.
Maybe some Olympic guys who are gone that people forgot about. Tolkien, McGlynn, Mihailovic.
Ooh, I actually, I'm glad you brought that up. John Tolkien, Defender, limited card is like $5 right now. So if you don't have one and you would kind of want one, I would think about doing that in the next week or two before MLS resumes. Because yeah, Tolkien's a really good one. You brought it up before he left for the Olympics. He was kind of running into form. The Red Bulls were doing okay. Oh, see, he already got Token to Mihailovic. Look at that.
There you go.
The Olympic boys.
Obviously, Alan Polito. I'm just kidding.
Stop that.
I got his low cap, but that doesn't matter anymore. I don't know why I said that.
Well, I just bought one, so he's gonna suck now. Sorry.
Rare or limited?
Limited.
Yeah, we'll see. At home, start him. I don't know. Just Columbus, Shumbost. Yeah. Just like the good teams. Watch out for their stacks being OP to end the year.
You definitely want a Kai if you don't have one already. Yeah, Philly's another fun one to watch too. If there's this like comeback from the dead is real or not. Dude, Lucho 26 in his last 5. LOL. Yeah, we could do that real quick. Yeah, we can do that before we get out of here real quick.
Is it just your YouTube name?
Yeah. And anybody else too, now that we're like kind of at the end of the show, if you have anything you want to talk about, anything that's on your mind, anything that stood out to you in Leagues Cup that you're like, hey, I want to get this out in the world. We're all here to talk MLS. We're all here to talk all the good stuff. Yeah. LAFC duo Buanga and Bogush.
Oh, he's a little Belgian league. I see.
Oh, dude. We're getting all the heat. We're cutting promos in our live stream. That's how you know we've made it, fam. My mom's gonna be so proud. I'm excited. Yes, exactly. Down with Seth Rollins. How dare he destroy the Shield? I'm still upset. 10 years, or I don't even know how long ago that was. Now,
it was just over 10 years.
Was it like 10 years ago now? Dear Lord.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Wow.
All right, I like this. I like the LAFC. I have that same thing, but I have new season. I like that. Mileage for 8, good.
Cornell's
good.
solid.
Cornell's good for 7. I like that. I think I still have him. Do I still have him? I might. I don't know. I have weird keepers that I just have.
I thought about buying one, to be honest.
Good. I like the Columbus stack. Good.
Oh yeah.
Smart.
Walker Zinnemann's dirt cheap right now. Oh, he got a tiny Romero. Let's go.
That's sick.
That's sick.
Facundo, shout out. Where's the sporting guys at? Mira, yep, and he's in your handcuffing. Good. Yeah, this is good.
Dude, you have a Columbus stack and you have an LAFC stack.
That's exactly
Facundo Torres,
smart.
Rusnak, Jordi Alba, Mihailovic. Yeah, dude, you're solid, dude.
Yep. I like this.
You need to throw in a Hector Herrera in there because he's super cheap right now.
The only thing would maybe, can I do position? Maybe the forwards. You don't have any of the big guns. You don't have Cucho, you don't have Rossi. So next step would probably be to get Cucho or Rossi or both.
Yeah. Well, Rossi's a little bit cheaper, but Cucho's a little bit more awesome.
Cucho's insane. Ever since I've had him, I've loved him. So
other than that, I mean, probably a Santi Moreno forward card would do good for your gallery. If you need more forwards, Santi Moreno, maybe Luca Oriano if you want to take a gamble on that. We still don't know how sustainable that is. But his scores have been awesome. Let's see. Paintsill at $10, $12 is super cheap right now. That's a pretty insane price.
Also, Cucho for $12 more than Rossi, just buy Cucho. Just get Cucho.
I guess if it's only well, that's 20. This says, well, that's a 3-day average. But yeah, Rossi's awesome.
Yep, Rossi will be good.
Agreed.
Having one of those two, and then maybe Chambos too, just to have that midfielder, that elite midfielder for Columbus too, would be smart.
Yeah. You only have one MLS rare keeper, Guzan. Ooh. Will he come back after Leagues Cup? Red or dead? Unfortunately, probably.
Also, unfortunately, it doesn't matter. He's going to put up like bread scores.
I mean, Cohen hasn't necessarily covered himself in glory either. But I'm still running my Guzan out too. I think the last time we talked to Thomas, he said that Cohen was the cup keeper. And that Guzan was basically only just sitting out just for the Leagues Cup. So the assumption right now is that Guzan will be back after Leagues Cup.
How much is Guzan?
He's probably like $5.
No.
Yeah, dude, Cameron, thanks for coming in. Thanks for engaging in the chat. Always appreciated. Hell yeah. But yeah, Guzan's like dirt cheap. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned right now, I think he is
$12.
But either way, you don't feel comfortable with either one.
You know what you're doing is you're just it's a little trade up. It's not an insane, have to break the bank to get an upgrade.
Ooh.
Just a little Steve Clark.
Little Stevie Clark?
You got Clark? Matchups are solid. You got Toronto. Okay, maybe not that. Maybe not that. but then
Ugh.
you got Austin in there. You got Whitecaps in there. You got New England. Okay, maybe not, but at least you have a chance. Guzan's going to concede no matter what. At least you know that they're good at home.
Yeah. And defensively, Houston's way better than Atlanta, especially at home. And right now, as of right now, there is an option for another year on Steve Clark's contract. What the club decides to do with that, he's getting old. Does he feel good? Does he go out on top? We don't really know. But technically, he is on contract for another year.
The question is, who's going to replace him? And they're not going to retire. Clark's not going to retire to have Tarbell come in.
That's also true.
So one would assume that he resigns.
Yeah. So one would assume he's back. But yeah, that's another really good option too. And then Kalina for how cheap he is.
Yeah. If you watch the show, you know I love Yamane. So that's
true.
Yamane's great.
We're more of a Yamane than Yoshida show.
Yeah.
Which, dude, Yamane's super dirt cheap right now too. Actually,
Yamane's what's his rare? Is it under 25?
I actually thought about picking up a rare, to be honest.
Let's find out.
Let's see. Cameron this midweek is playing an LAFC stack with Larice Palencia, Bogusz Bouanga, and Mihailovic for the differential. That's cool. And that Colorado has what? Toluca?
Yes. I'm playing Mihailovic personally.
Yeah.
That's like very similar to my stack. I just have Wagner instead of Palencia.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because Palencia is a little
so you do like damage control?
Come on. What do you think we are?
Yeah, we love damage control. I saw them return SummerSlam 2 years ago.
Oh, well, there you go.
Okay.
I was there for the Hardy Boys return at WrestleMania.
There you go. That beats mine for sure.
And I was there for Ric Flair's retirement match at WrestleMania.
I was there for Ric Flair's actual last match ever when he did that weird one in the.
Oh, that's right.
I was
he came back with a little Charlotte thing, right?
No, it was Nashville. It was day after...
with Charlotte Flair though.
No,
they kind of had a little storyline a little bit, didn't they?
No, I'm talking about after that. He did like a one-off event where he wrestled with Andrade, and it was called Ric Flair's last match pay-per-view, and it was the day after SummerSlam in Nashville, and so I stayed after that and watched his last match ever, which he had a heart attack during, allegedly.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Oh, you do it for the love of the craft, baby.
Exactly.
Let's go. Hey, look at that. We got another subscriber. One subscriber closer to Messi, baby. We're giving away that limited Messi away when we get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube's. The numbers just keep going up. You wonderful people are the reason for that, because you guys are awesome. Shout out to everybody who was here in the chat. Shout out to everybody who was hanging out. We will be back sometime this week, probably Wednesday, to do episode 3 of our Road to Glory. Yep. That'll be a thing. We do have, and I haven't talked to Alex about this yet, but we have another show cooking in the works, in the plan. Actually, maybe 2. We have a couple things cooking. We're starting to bust these things out, man. We got shows on shows on shows. We're trying to bring you guys the content. Again, as always, let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't like. Let us know what you want to see from us. We'll do it. Red or Dead, always a legend. You guys help make this show great because we're all in this together. Just don't beat me off the podium, please. But yeah, we'll see you again later this week. Good luck this midweek on all your. Enjoy the round of 16. It's going to be a great time, and we'll be back later this week, right? Yeah,
probably.